Welcome back to The Rich Life, and before we get started, don't forget to click like and subscribe for your daily dose of celebrity content. Now let's get to it. Today we're going to be talking about Lily Allen. Lily Allen is a singer, songwriter, and actress from England. Lily Allen has a net worth of $4 million. Her albums include the Grammy Award nominated Alright, Still, It's Not Me, It's You, and She's This. Among Allen's hit singles are The Fear, F.U., Not Fair, and Smile. Now, a lot of celebrities have this issue, and it is financial problems. In June of 2018, an interview told by NME.com said that Lily was over $1 million in debt. She'd previously reported to a British newspaper that she had to sell her $5.6 million mansion in 2016 after being sued by a former tour manager for allegedly breaking a contract. Lily explained, "I had to use my tax money to pay this debt, which I meant I didn't have any money to pay my tax. So I had to sell my house and had to take out a big loan actually. So yeah, money is a concern." But before that, let's talk about where she started off. Lily Allen was born in 1985 in London, England to film producer Alison Owen and comedian Keith Allen. She has 3 siblings, Sarah, Alfie Allen, who would later become famous as the star of Game of Thrones, and Rebecca. When she was only 3, Lily appeared in an episode of the television series The Comic Strip Presents, which her father had co-written. Shortly after, Allen's father left the family, leading them to live on a council estate. Later, the family settled in Islington, where they lived with comedian Harry Enfield, whom Allen's mother was dating. As a youth, Allen went to a total of 13 schools, being expelled from many of them due to her smoking and drinking. To refocus her energy on something more productive, she began singing and playing the piano and also played guitar, trumpet, and violin. In 1998, Allen had a brief role in the historical BIPOC Elizabeth. At the age of 15, Allen dropped out of school. Her big break came shortly after when on a trip with her family to Ibiza, she met her first manager, George Lamb. She went to use her father's connections to get signed to London Records in 2002. Allen subsequently started writing songs and worked with the production duo Future Cut in a small office studio. Allen signed a deal with Regal Recordings in 2005 and began posting demos on MySpace the same year. The demos were hugely popular, drawing thousands of listeners. As her popularity grew, media outlets began taking notice in 2006. She received her first major mainstream coverage in the cover story of the Observer Music Monthly. Shortly after this, Allen released her debut studio album, Alright Still, in the UK, and in 2007 it was released in the US, where it reached up to number 20 on Billboard 200. The album spawned the hit singles Alfie, LDN, Knock 'Em Out, and Smile, the later most of which reached number 1 in the UK and was certified gold in the US. In 2009, Allen released her second album, It's Not Me, It's You, which debuted at number 1 in the UK, Australia, and Canada. Its hit singles include Not Fair, F.U., and the number 1 hit, The Fear. Later in 2009, Allen announced that she was taking a break from music to focus on her acting career. However, she returned to her music in 2014 when she realized her third studio album, She's This, which spawned its hit singles Hard Out Here and Air Balloon. 4 years later, Allen released No Shame, an electro-pop album that focused on her marriage, friendships, and substance abuse, in addition to social and political issues. The album made it to number 8 on the UK album charts. On top of her own music, Allen has collaborated with a number of artists on a variety of songs. In 2004, she sang the vocals of the singles Oh My God, Mark Ronson's cover of the Kaiser Chiefs song. She also lent background vocals to a couple of songs from the Kaiser Chiefs' third album in 2008. Later in 2010, Allen was featured in the UK top 5 single Just Be Good to Green by Professor Green. Other credits includes Pink's True Love and Gig's Trigger Bang. Beyond music, Allen briefly hosted her own television talk show called Lily Allen and Friends. Guests on the program include Mark Ronson, Louis Walsh, James Corden, and Rosen Murphy. On the literary side of things, Allen published a memoir entitled My Thoughts Exactly in 2018. In 2019, she portrayed Elizabeth Taylor in a coming-of-age comedy film, How to Build a Girl. On stage, she played the lead role of Jenny in the West End play 222, A Ghost Story, which debuted in 2021. Now, she ran into some controversies. Allen's outspokenness and turbulent lifestyle made her the subject of much controversy over the years. In 2007, she was arrested for allegedly assaulting a photographer in London. The next year, photos of her inebriated and topless at the Cannes Film Festival made the press rounds. Additionally, Allen has been known to make remarks about other musicians, including Amy Winehouse, Katy Perry, Kylie Minogue, and Nicola Roberts. In 2007, Allen started dating musician Ed Simons. The next year, after announcing that she was expecting a child, Allen reported that she had a miscarriage. However, she later confirmed that she faked the miscarriage over the fears about how the tabloids would cover the story. The couple split in 2008. Allen subsequently began dating builder and decorator Sam Cooper, with whom she was expecting a child with in 2011. Early in the pregnancy, she experienced complications, and 6 months in, she contracted a viral infection that caused her to suffer a stillbirth. In 2010, Allen was engaged to Cooper and they married the next year. She then gave birth to a daughter, Ethel Mary. Another daughter, Marnie Courtney Rose came in 2013. Due to her frequent infidelity, Allen and Cooper got divorced in 2018. After this, Allen became romantically involved with actor David Harbour, whom she married in 2020. But recently, Lily Allen tells fans she's 18 months sober after opening up about a drug battle. The singer has not been one to shy away from talking about her troubled past, as getting hooked on drugs, booze, and cigarettes is something that she's left behind. After overhauling her lifestyle, the mom of two is finally living on her terms. And Lily took to Instagram to celebrate the important milestone as she held up a special keyring to mark the date. Sticking her tongue out in a selfie, Lily penned, 18 months clean and sober today. Would recommend. It comes as Lily gave a little more insight into her mindset at peak of her addiction to drugs. Lily says she considered taking heroin at the lowest point of her struggle with addictions, admitting, I knew when that thought popped into my head that it was time to confront my demons. Speaking candidly about her recovery process, she admits she felt guilty for neglecting her kids at peak of her addiction. Lily sank into alcoholism while touring with Miley Cyrus in 2014 on a tour that she describes as highly sexualized. 6 months after Marnie was born in 2013, Lily says she ran out of money, so she returned to stage. She says she did not feel like a pop star at the time, so she started taking Adderall to lose weight. I got addicted to this drug, she says, speaking to DJ Fat Tony's The Recovery podcast. Lily Allen didn't know if she'd be able to stay sober for the iconic Gladsbury performance with Olivia Rodrigo. Lily also revealed she didn't know whether she'd be able to pull off her performance sober following battles with alcohol and drug addictions. The British singer joined US teen star Olivia Rodrigo on stage at Worthy Farm for a duet of Lily's iconic song, F You. Olivia dedicated this moment to the US Supreme Court as she called out their decisions to overturn Roe v. Wade, allowing US state to ban access against women's rights. Lily was more than happy to take part in this protest, raising her middle finger before screaming out her famous track alongside with the huge crowd. Reflecting on the moment, however, the Smile songstress said that she was unsure whether she would get through it without slipping back into old habits. Lily also posted a photo of a handwritten card in the shape of a heart, which Olivia gave her backstage. It read, Lily, thank you for sharing this day with me. It's truly the biggest honor. Your music and your songwriting is so brilliant, and I've been so inspired by you for years. I'm so grateful to know you. Thank you for making this day I'll never forget. LDN hitmaker Lily has been open about her struggles in the past, mostly in her 2018 memoir titled My Thoughts Exactly. And in July 2021, she celebrated 2 years of sobriety, telling her followers that quitting alcohol and drugs was the best decision she ever made. What are your thoughts on Olivia and Lily's performance? Are you excited to see Lily return to the music scene? FU was such a banger at the time, and it still low-key slaps. Let me know in the comments below. My name's Aaron, thanks for checking out The Rich Life, and we'll see you soon.